Hello guys, today we're going to recreate this doll skull look that I created for Halloween. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you like this video, please keep on watching. So what I'm using is the Snazaroo's color water activated. Oh my god, look at my nail, isn't that cute? And with that water activated paint, I'm going to paint only the half part of my face with the skull, and that's going to be all white, making sure I draw the lines on the nose. And then after everything's applied with that white paint, I'm going on to the flash palette by Makeup Forever with the black. You can see right that one, yes. And I'm gonna grab the black, and then I'm gonna start carving out the nose, which is kind of like a hollow, that's why it's black. And after that, I'm gonna fill it in with that same black. And then you're gonna see how I go to my mouth. And then I kind of like create a line where my lips close. Hold on, I'm not done with my nose. There we go. Just as a reference to where my teeth and the lines of my teeth are going to go. Make sure you do it very lightly with a light hand, so if you mess up, you can erase it right away. Right now, after I created my line in between my lips, I'm going to do the hollows of my cheeks, and I opened my mouth to see, or to give you more of an idea of where the hollows of my cheeks would be, and give that kind of like skeleton look, skeleton vibe. And then we're going to kind of like fill them in with that same black cream color paint. So if you do have any issues with a mistake or anything, you can easily erase it. And actually you're gonna see how I messed up on the other cheek, and then see, that's where I'm putting more of the black paint, of the watercolor activated black paint, to erase my mistake. So I'm just filling in halfway through the hollows of the cheeks, because remember, the teeth are going to go kind of like right in between. See how the teeth, I started with a line on the center of my mouth, and then I just kept on going all around the mouth. And then I'm going to draw little kisses, like Hershey kisses, in between those lines to pretend that they're the teeth. That's how I just look at it. And in between those little kisses, you shade in. I'm using the exact same color paint to shade in, just with a very small amount of the cream paint. You can also use eyeshadow if you wanted to. I just felt comfortable using this same flash palette color paint by the cream color. And then you just shade in. This is the part that it's the worst, guys. But it's gonna take a long time, but it's what's gonna give it the realistic look that's a skull. Right now, I'm just shading a little bit and creating a little bit of shadow in between those hollows of the cheeks. I'm doing it up and down as well on both cheeks. With my finger, you're gonna see that I kind of tap that color, the paint. And that's why I like using the cream paint, because it's really easy to kind of like blend out with your finger if you don't want it that intense. Again, you can also do this again with eyeshadow. I just preferred with the cream paint. I just felt comfortable with it. Right now I'm going on to the eyes. I'm creating the doll look eyes, and you have to open your eyes more and create that illusion that the eye is way bigger. So with the color paint, with the cream color paint of that flash palette, I'm creating that bigger eye on the bottom of my eye. Just make sure it's well shaded in. And here I'm using the Urban Decay to create a bit of shadow with the palette. I'm sorry. To pretend that's kind of like our lower lash line shadow. I'm just creating a line, kind of like that would be my cut crease, in a sense. And then I'm going on to my eyebrow, on raising my eyebrow. Usually people do the eyebrows way higher, and I didn't want to do all that yes. So I just kind of like raised my eyebrow and made it thicker and higher. And here I'm just shading in a little bit of with that brown color with the same Urban Decay palette, and I'm just putting a lighter color on my brow bone and kind of like trying to raise it as much as possible. And then here more shading and expanding the eye a little bit so the eye looks bigger with that same shadow. And then right here I'm creating the eyeball with the black cream color paint. I'm creating the eyeball. So after I create the eyeball, I'm going to I don't know if I show it right here, but I'm going to draw kind of like that line, a white line on the eyeball to make it more realistic, that there's a little shadow in your eyes. And just make sure you fill in your waterline with the same colors that you have on your eye, and go over and over it as much as you need to in order to get that very white appearance. Right here I am drawing a very thick eyeliner, if you will, to create the illusion again that my eye is way bigger. I'm using the same cream color paint. I'm drawing the liner on both eyes, and then I'm shading it in on both eyes. Here we go. That's why I'm shading it in with that cream color paint. Guys, in order to set all this, use a powder or an eyeshadow that resembles the color that you're using. I did not set it because I was going anywhere, but please do if you're using this as your Halloween costume, because it will crease. Since it's a cream based paint, it will crease. Right here, using the same Urban Decay palette, I'm just shading in that area between the black and the brown with a green color, so that resembles my actual eyeshadow, and it even opens the eye a little bit more. Right here I'm creating lashes, which I suck at creating lashes because I didn't want to put falsies. And there we go. See how are done, and that's a completed look, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Happy Halloween. Bye. Kisses.